The other book that was released on the 1st of August, 1st of the month, and this is from Down in the Dirt magazine. Lorna, this is one of your mags. This one is actually called Drowning in the Darkness. I have to explain this cover before I go on. I usually pick something that is a title from the piece, and somebody had a piece in it, and it was called, as we were talking before, New Hitlers. And I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to test some boundaries. And I found x-rays of Hitler's skull that I'm like, I'm going to so use this for the front and back cover of this, and it looks so cool. But I said, I don't know how people are going to react to this. So I sent a letter to all the contributors that were going to be in this issue, and I said, what do you guys think if I'm doing this? It's title, and some people are like, hell yeah, put Hitler up there, awesome. And I'm like, I love them for that. I've got other people go live with Susan James. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm in the middle of something. I've got all these things going up. Some people are like, I think it's a great idea. Some people are like, I think that it would be an offense to, have a literary magazine that had Hitler in the title. And I just thought, then you don't know like anything about the magazines we run, but okay. And then some people are like, well, it might mean that you're relating that to the actual contributors. I said, that's a good, and this was why I was questioning that, and what should I do? And I said, but I wanted to have that reference for the Hitler stuff, and I'm going to keep that. And there's another piece of writing that is called Drowning in the Darkness, and I said, that's what we're going to do. And so it seemed like a good balance for it, and I don't know, for the weirdness of us, some of us like to have like skulls on our covers. Wait for a change of pace, I don't know. But anywho, I was going to share 3 different events poems that are in the back of this book. And this first one, actually, and I wrote down the events, which there are larger here. It was written on August 13th, which is International Left-Handers Day. So this is International Left-Handers Day, and I've got people watching a live feed, so I have to wave to them as I have to listen to my machinery, what they tell me. This is called Following in the Footsteps of Greatness. I've been opening refrigerator doors from the wrong side I don't know how many times. I mean, I'm used to using a mouse on the right side of a computer with my right hand and using right-handed scissors with my right hand too. Because us creative types, from Hendrix to Jon Stewart, have learned how to play by the right-handed rules. We can still be amazingly successful in our own right. How many U.S. presidents have been left-handed, including everyone from Reagan to Clinton to Barack Obama, but they don't share that because this is a right-handed world, isn't it? Other left-handed people, let's try Leonardo da Vinci, Mark Twain, Mozart, Marie Curie, and even from Aristotle to Alexander the Great, even Joan of Arc and Ben Franklin. Nuns would physically punish my left-handed family for writing left-handed. And I can only ask, why punish the creative few for following in the steps of genius? That was my left-handed one for that one. So this, I think Trevor was saying something, and it's more and more people are coming on. I see Tressa, hi, who was at my open mic that I ran in Chicago. You guys are awesome. I think Trevor was saying writing a poem a day, and that's where a lot of these come from. You look for things like events and the like. And so I've just got a thing that's warned me that you've got 10 minutes left, and I can't get to my thing. Where did my page go? I can't find it. I've lost my Zoom meeting. If I'm there, I apologize. It says I've got the time left, but I can't see myself. So hold on a second, you guys. Hi there, boys and girls. It seemed to cut off 5 minutes early. I'm like, what happened? Hello. Sorry about that. And I'm in between poems and people are waving and I feel like a heel. But as more people come, I hopefully will let them in, and I apologize about that. But a good thing we're in between poems. But the next poem that I was going to read from it was written on August 15th for the 1914 date that a servant of famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright murdered 7 people and set fire to his living quarter in Wright's Wisconsin home, Taliesin. Well known, especially when you're in the Chicagoland area, you know him as well. But this servant of his just came and just killed everyone and set fire to his house. What? You know, it's crazy if you're trying to learn more about, you know, different people when you're finding this. So this was a poem that I wrote for that, and it is called Once You Found Fame. On the surface, there seems to be no explanation for what seemed to be so extraordinarily violent. You worked all your life, your fame came with greatness, so you thought you could ditch your old way of life and start anew. And it never occurred to you that you may have hurt people while being too busy once you've risen to the top. You only wanted to have a moment of peace in your new love nest, but you may have overlooked those who would later turn their back on you, then cause a fiery massacre that tears your heart out. Their terrible crime is a tragedy to your soul, and you will do whatever you can to make amends, but all you try to do becomes caught in flames again. Like how fire is the only way to remove all the memories of all who have died. And in the back of your mind, all you wonder is if this pain only came after pushing everyone away once you found fame. He actually vowed to rebuild the house, and after he did, the house very shortly after was set aflame and torched again from some accident or whatnot. And it's like, oh, this house isn't meant to be. I mean, like, for the strangest circumstances, she's laughing. I'm like, holy cow, this happens here. Apparently he had a mistress and he was going to see her in another place, and while he was gone, a servant comes, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Oh my gosh, but that's what you discover when you discover different days of the year, because I'm going to end with the third one for you guys, and I think I've got some more people that I have to admit. Susan, Tom, I'll have to apologize to them because I don't know how they're joining. I apologize for that cutting off. It's cut off like 4.5-5 minutes early or something, which was saddened to me. I apologize, you guys. It cut off like 4 or 5 minutes earlier than I thought it would, Tom, you guys, so I just feel bad.
It's all right.
I just wanted to, anyway, but I'll share this one more poem for you guys, and this one was written, it's called Value of What Money Does, but it was written on August 24th, which is the 1967 date when, led by Abby Hoffman, the Youth International Party disrupted the New York Stock Exchange by throwing dollar bills at the trading floor. Did any of you guys hear about this? They decided to get over and just throw money, and it stopped the traders in their tracks, like, money!
The gas was for president as well.
Susan, sorry about that. So, it cut off earlier than I expected, but this is a piece that is written for August 24th for the fact that they threw money on the trading floor and it made all the traders stop what they were doing in '67. This is called Value of What Money Does. In our modern day culture, money is needed to survive. I get it. But a line is crossed when the value of money is made versus the value of what money does. Prove me wrong. Take a look at traders at the New York Stock Exchange. Go ahead, throw money on their trading floor and see how short-sighted these money-obsessed types men can really actually be. I get it. To deal with a culture, you have to deal with money. I get it. But see how short-sighted it can make some, then check to see how happy these people really can be. This is the value of what money does. So you guys, yeah, it's amazing of what, you know, the way some people are with money. So I just thought that was a funny way to think about it.
And at Southwest Texas State, it was still college then, I think, when I was there. Some students ran an armadillo named Abby Armadillo for student body president.
Abby Armadillo. I like it. How'd they do? How did they do?
He may have actually won.
Oh, what a riot, right. Well, the next one, because Trev is not on the list, Lorna, my darling. I don't know if it's music or reading or what on earth you would like to do, but I'd love to hear from you, Lorna.